Hey you guys, hey, been a little while since I've been back. Boom. This is the one. It's funny, at the beginning of my video, I was trying to open my package and kind of make it appear out of nowhere, and then I realized I'm not recording. So when you see my video, when you see it in the wrap, it's because I actually just started recording from there because I had missed the whole 1 minute or so of me trying to just open a package like I usually do at the beginning of my video. So it's good to be back, you guys. It's been tough, but you know, God's good. And let me get myself together and go ahead and open this package up. This is KFC's Smithereen. This is a Junkion, and as you guys already know just from seeing, I don't like buying, and I've said this many times before, I do not like buying items of the same kind of mold where they transform the same. I'm making an exception again with this one because I have Redgar here. Let me get him down. And this is the package of probably my next review. And I'll maybe give a little hint to that later, maybe or maybe not. Redgar is an older KFC figure, kind of like the Blaster. I might get him out in a little bit too. Just thought about him because he's KFC, Eva Meta. They always come with some kind of comic book strip. Maybe this one doesn't, but something they usually can put inside their characters. Redgar is one of the older masterpiece figures. It's even kind of dusty because it was been probably a couple of years since I really messed with this one in a animation. And I got to get back to that. I've been really slipping on animations. There's so much going on in my life, and we all get caught unawares with stuff that gets into our lives and takes precedence. But Redgar was such a great figure. He's just a good figure. For being an older piece, he's good for today. He holds up really well, and it's just a good figure. And I figured it's time to see what changes, if any, were made to the new base Junkions and give Redgar a little company, a little brother here, to maybe why he's Redgar is in bot mode, this guy being in motorcycle mode, or vice versa, or something like that. So it was good to see that. I was kind of disappointed to see this accessory here because, you know me, I skip around a lot. I just talk about what I see. Because Redgar has this little spinning object that he uses like an axe, and I always thought it was too heavy for Redgar. This one feels lighter. So maybe when we get this out, maybe I'll just take a look real quick at this part of the accessory and say, hey, they did do something, because every time he held his little axe, it didn't hold very well. It was too heavy. So it's like, that's disappointing. That's his main weapon, and that's what we see in a cartoon. I even had this little zip tie, this little tie thing on his arm I put during my animation so it could hold that axe in place, because it was just so, I call it an axe because it's so heavy. So good, we get to see okay, this just opens up. This needs to be cut. So this section's a little long, but I'll just go ahead and reveal the item and tell you my first thoughts of it. Kind of the first look is, honestly, the weight feels almost the same. It just doesn't. I detect a little bit lighter bot, but maybe because I haven't got everything on there yet. This is just a first impression look for Smithereen, and I detect a little bit lighter of a bot. But I just wanted to see the difference over the years. What's been improved? What's been, that sticks together at the bottom. What's been improved? What's not? Even got a quality sticker now on the KFC items. Hey, maybe they always have, but I doubt it. And just give them a little, even the height of this guy is not the same height as Redgar. That's interesting. But we'll get them all decoed up, get them in the right attire, and then we'll talk about them some more. Just a first look at them. And then we'll talk about the feel and any of the mechanics that go along with this. This is interesting. This is the first one I've had in probably since I bought this one probably 3 years ago at least. So let's take a look. Okay, back to this. We got, I say back to this because I had been away for probably went to bed last night. I've gotten them faced up, Redgar and Smithereen. Smithereen, Redgar. I'm going to show you some things that I noticed about this. I did have to make a note when I got one of the accessories out of Smithereen. I cut the package, and usually I don't use safety scissors. I usually use my knife or just tear it with my hand. I decided to go the safe route today, the last night I mean, and then I cut off the tip of this of this spike, the middle spike. You can see the other one here for his shoulder is good. I'm gonna super glue it back on, but you see that I cut the tip off by accident. Oh man, don't use scissors if you're not sure. I mean, that's my mistake. I'm still trying to piece Smithereen together and take a look and a feel of them. I'm just going by the picture that I've seen in here in the book over here, and I see that it has its spikes. I'm not gonna try to keep this long. Spikes right here, spikes right here. The hammer here has where it holds the this thing comes apart somehow, and yeah, and it holds this probably in the center of, like, I might have to put it in there first before I can hold on, let me see how this works. I'm showing this all off camera. I wasn't even on camera when I was trying to put this, maybe you have to open it all up first and get it situated for that to work. I'll figure it out off camera. I'm not gonna hold it. I know that part of these go in here, part of these go here. It has a lot of extra pieces. This piece right here, I still got to figure out where to put this. It's probably somewhere on the body of it, and then they have these handlebars and these brakes, these rear view mirrors and stuff you got to put on the bike mode, and there's some brakes here or whatever these are, handlebars, yeah, or the brake press or whatever that is called. And one thing, the reason why I got this one, and I don't know if my lighting is good right now, the reason why I decided to get, if I was going to get another junkie on, the reason I first wanted to see, like I said before, the difference in the quality from years ago till now. And the other reason I wanted to see was because I liked how there was some wheel on this chest. It was just a different looking junkie on. And I liked that variety look that this one had. And I wanted to definitely see the differences that were made from years ago for these Junkions. I think I'll put my other one on after I super glue it. I guess it's gonna go on sooner. Yeah, got it on. So it's kind of cool to see the differences made. Redgar, I thought some of his weapons were a little heavy, and this is not really the look stage. You know, I jump all over, but you know, you can see that with Redgar, there's a different set of, this is all Smithereen's set of accessories, and over here is Redgar's. And I always thought this was a little heavy for his hands, because the hands on this, and we can talk about it a little more later though, but the hands on this, because these become part of the front wheel assembly. But when you put it in the hands, it just didn't hold very well. And I was just gonna see if they made these hands better on Smithereen than they did on Redgar. They do feel tighter. Oh, they are different. They're more graspy. The ones on Redgar are not like that. They're like the old school fiddly hands that, even though this part may work okay, I never thought it held. Yeah, right here. I never thought it really held anything good in his hand. And I'm jumping all over the place. I'm not really talking about look or anything in particular right now. I'm just talking about really, how they hold stuff. And I'm just not able, at least at this angle. Maybe I can come back with another shot of getting it. I never thought it held, and I thought it was a little big. I thought the weapon accessory was just a little big compared to what you see on the cartoon. It doesn't even spin. Now that I look at it, don't even spin. It's quadruple axe weapon. So it would be good if they have upgraded even the accessory for a rec guard, but at least these hands here, even though we're not to the mechanics yet, it just has a, 3 on a pin, the 3 fingers here, and then the 1 finger here, and then the thumb, so, but I bet it holds its weapons better, which I'm not gonna even really get to. I don't think I am, but yet I am. Yeah, just snapped in there good. And I think that this one holds it a lot better, even though I'm not done collapsing this on. That's one difference that I wanted to prove by buying another Junkion. So backing up a little bit, we'll get into more of the look and the feel here in the next segment. Okay, I'm back, and I got a few more things together. Let me bring my light more to focus. You guys can't really see it on screen, but I can see it up because of where I'm at. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I got everything together on Smithereen, and he holds his weapon good. I found out more about it. I was able to get this on. I love how it spins. I don't know if Rec Guard spins like that, but yeah, his spin like that too. And I seen that this piece here, the only other piece that I was uncertain about, just when you take these and collapse these together, these two become the centerpiece, like no other, actually. But it becomes the center of this one that becomes the other wheel. So I got to put this in here on when these start taking off for the transformation, and just put this in the center. Becomes the center of the wheel here when it collapses, and it's cool. They turn the wheel into a weapon, and I like this one because I just liked how he looks different, to the Junkion mold, and I love the wheel center of him, and just from the look standpoint, I think he looks great. The colors are good. I'm not a paint expert by far. I rarely talk about paint, but this guy looks well painted to me, and just the feel of him is equal to the old KFC Red Guard here. It's pretty equal to him. It feels solid, and I feel like that for a first offering, it's not perfect. Only thing is, I feel there's an issue with the feet. The feet, I probably didn't put this on too tight. Yeah. The feet just seem to kind of lean forward more. I don't know what the deal is. So loose compared to, I don't think Rec Guards is that bad. Yeah, his is tight, and I've had this for years, and this is still tight. So, I don't know why they made the new one, and the new one's feet is so far not very. It's a little too loose, a little too jangly. At least it does have a stopping point where it just can't go up no further. But that is really loose when it releases. Don't lose quality, gain quality, KFC. I guess KFC is also, in a sense, ex-Transbots, I guess. Of course, these are the better ones for that regard than some of the offerings we know we've been getting from ex-Transbots thus far. We already know, so why get into it? So it's kind of cool seeing all this. I'm going to get him transformed up, but for the look, he looks great. For the feel, he feels the same as the old one. I'm not going to weigh them. If I had to guess anything, I might even guess more toward the old one being a tiny bit more weightier. I'm not going to get my weight scale out, but I think the original Red Guard is a little more weightier, if you ask me. And I have a pretty good sensitivity on my hands, so I think he would be. I think Red Guard over there, maybe because he has maybe more items. And speaking of items, before we get to transformation, when you come to Red Guard, this guy has all his items attached on him. These going to come to the motorcycle mode with these pieces right here, motorcycle mode. But really with Red Guard, he has the pieces with his axe, and he has 3 guns. He has 3 guns with Red Guard, and he has these ones he used. I don't know why they gave him so many accessories, but that's good. That's X-Transbox at his best. And he has his big box he was banging on in one of those episodes. I think it was a big broadcast of 2006 or something. I don't know. And he was banging on this. I actually used that as something else in one of my animations a while ago. And Talk TV. And two other pieces on Red Guard that I've never, ever even put on him. So, well, he came with a bunch of accessories. So he beats the new one out, at least this one anyway, out of accessories. So I didn't see a comic book strip for him either. I was kind of disappointed. I didn't see a comic book strip like they have on KFC Blaster. So I think this video is running a little longer than I expected because I've not had one of these in so long. I've never done a review on Red Guard, so this is kind of interesting. So let's get to transformation. We'll compare them. I might leave him in bot mode so he can ride him. So anyway, let's get to it. Hey guys, I'm back. I just got done transforming this guy, Smithereen, and there are a few points I'm just gonna go ahead and say right out that are very kind of disappointing in this figure. Transformed basically the same as Red Guard. No qualms there. The wheel being separate, I'll just go ahead and straight out and say it. The wheel being separate on this guy caused an issue. When you go to remove the stem, which is part of the mechanics here, I'll put this back together in a minute. You can kind of take it apart from really pretty, just take the whole front wheel assembly off. When I'll show you in the pics that when this staff was put together and I went to pull it off, and it took me a minute to pull down this, I'll just go ahead and say it. When I went to pull it off and then I try to collapse these back together, it broke. This wheel just plumb broke. It broke here at the bend joint. And this piece, you can see that's broke here and it's broke here. It is so tight that I even had to get a pair of pliers and put some wrap around it so it wouldn't damage the plastic too much, even though it's not gonna make a difference now, just to push this, because it was sticking, this was moved up. I had to get some pliers to push it down so I could actually put the wheel together and actually finish the transformation. Very disappointing that I have to go and ask for a replacement part with this. This is like X-Transbox. Maybe I'm wrong when I say that, but give us good stuff, man. Give us good stuff. The other wheel's solid, like the one on Red Guard, but this, in this middle assembly, man, I had a file, use a little file, just one quick little filing, because that becomes the middle assembly for this. I had to use a quick file just to get that piece to plug in, just to file a little bit off the top of that connector, just so it could snap in easy. It was like push, nothing. So I really did not like that. I don't like buying. I've rarely broken anything that I first get my hands on, and it's just rare for me to break anything. I have broken stuff, but I think the stuff I broke was reasonably, broke. In other words, you could understand why I broke it. But I'm really disappointed in the fact that I broke this new one that I really didn't have to get. I didn't have to get this. This is just something I wanted to try, just to have a Junkion lineup. Really disappointed in that. And I could put the wheel down here, but either way, I'm about to get a replacement wheel for this, and shoot, it's just something you don't want to go through. It looks fine. It looks like Red Guards. Red Guards can come and sit on it, and be his Junkion buddy, riding duo, and you can just pretend they're chasing whoever's on Junkion, and yada yada yada. Just pretend whatever. It's kind of cool, They can put their hand. He can be really on it, but it's just disappointing to see that Smithereen broke at the wheel assembly. I'm at a loss for words for that, you guys. I just don't like breaking stuff, especially stuff that I just got. I don't have a lot else to say in this section. The mechanics, I never did go over the mechanics with him quite properly before I transformed him. Dang. Maybe I'll transform him up and do the mechanics section real quick. One quick note, as far as motorcycle mechanics, he does have these things. I believe Redgar probably has those too on the back of his legs. Yeah, down here on the back of his legs. So nothing new there. I just wanted to point that out real quick before I transform him up, and then we'll finish up. Overall, you guys, it's a good figure. It's just I'm disappointed in the breakage. I hate having to wait for parts, and I'm usually more careful. That caught me by surprise because all I did was just simply try to fold this back, just fold them in. That's all I did. Folded it out, folded it in, and just, yeah. Okay, got them transformed back up pretty much. It's not a hard transformation at all, really. It's just, even with this part right here, putting the chest back on, you got to be careful on how you move it. I just don't like the way the plastic is here. You got to kind of move it up in position and get it, fanned out. And yeah, it's just, I ain't got it all the way back to where it should be yet. But, it's not, the transformation is not hard. It's just, it's just unfortunate of what happened. And the feet aren't, if you're going to make something up to date, keep the quality. Don't lose quality. I'm sounding like an old person is rambling on about, getting the best for your buck, for your money. Don't lose quality, keep quality. But I feel like, I don't know, if you just love the Junkions and stuff, sure, you get what you love, you get what you like. It's fair enough. The ratchets are still there. The good double jointed elbows are there. The head movement up and a little bit down, angle side to side, pretty good head movement, no doubt. Transformation is pretty simple enough. It's not hard transformation. I got it back in about 3 minutes, if even that. And everything goes up and down the way it should. Whoops, just popped that out. Well, this whole part came up, and I really just meant to lift the flaps up. But I'll put that back on when I'm done. Just Van Damme-ish and up, and didn't go a whole lot back because of that butt back piece, but it could go back all the way if this wasn't in the way. But that's just a little relook at mechanics, from missing to do that earlier before the transformation. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, so I'm a little out of practice. But, all good except for the broken piece here that is not cool to me. Just sticking this, this was in pretty good, and then pulled it out. Oh, I'm not gonna do a price section today. It just cost probably around 120, somewhere around there when I got it from Show Z. Pretty sure I got this from Show Z. I like the figure. I'll forgive it more when I get the replacement part for the wheel. Just right now, it's just a little disappointing, but overall, Redgar's got a buddy, and transformation's the same. It'd be cool if I ever get back to animations again. It'd just be cool. Like this one's the original Redgar. I have to say the original Redgar is made better. It's just something about it that's a little better than these new ones, and that's pretty sad. KFC, and if I might be misquoting myself again, or X-Transbots, they kind of going into a place where even with the magnets coming out, I don't know, you get tired of believing for the best on some things when you feel like there's a lot of laziness. a lot of planning that could have been done better. This is still a good figure. It's just because of this break. I don't blame the figure. The figure's fine. It's just the materials here with the wheel. So the look of them, the aesthetic of them, how they piece together, I love it. So no further ado, guys. I hope you got something out of this. Hope to have another couple of videos coming. I got 2 more figures coming. One is a surprise. I decided to get it, and I'll probably do that in my next video. And then I have 1 other figure coming, and there's some more coming on my pre-order list. So you guys be blessed. Still stay praying in this hard day we live in. Keep your head up. Keep your eyes and ears and nose toward God, and be blessed. Take care.
Where once was light, now darkness falls. Where once was love, love is no more. Don't say goodbye. Don't say I didn't try. These tears we cry